Japanese cuisine is not just about sushi, it's very diverse and has its own Japanese variation of even Western classicals. It's called the land of the rising sun for a reason. The sun rises and sets early in Japan, which might surprise visitors from other countries. In Tokyo in the summer, the sun might rise as early as 4:30 a.m. and set before 7 p.m, so factor that in. Meal times were different to what I expected, with lunch being served from around 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and dinner as from as early as 6 p.m. Japanese bakeries are absolutely amazing, with self-service placing your choice on a tray before paying. Lunch set menus are affordable. The Shinkansen bullet train is awesome. However, during public holidays, things become quite crowded, so advanced booking is recommended. The morning commute in major cities like Tokyo is extremely busy, often with packed trains, so plan accordingly. Typhoon weather can halt even Shinkansen train services, causing potential delays, so plan accordingly. Japan actually has multiple companies operating different train lines, but they all work very well together. Be mindful that in Japan, trains tend to end a little bit earlier than some other countries, which could lead to the next one, and that is that taxis in Japan are expensive unless you're sharing with others, and they're often surprisingly really upscale. On escalators, people typically stand on one side to let others walk on the other side. The direction actually switches between Tokyo and Osaka, which can be a little bit confusing. The seats on trains in Japan can be rotated to face a different direction, often done to create a private space for groups. Japanese trains are famous worldwide for their punctuality, often arriving and departing to the second, and this is true. In Tokyo anyway, JR train stations usually have a unique melody that plays upon the arrival of a train, contributing to a memorable travel experience. Luggage forwarding services in Japan are efficient and reliable, making traveling between cities hassle-free by paying to send your luggage to the next hotel. In Japan, I took off my shoes more than I expected, as it's quite normal to take off your shoes and switch to provided slippers in Japanese homes and in certain traditional establishments and even restaurants and store changing rooms. It's commonplace to queue in an orderly fashion for trains, buses and popular establishments. Some topics like World War II or the imperial family are considered a little bit taboo, so it's best avoided in casual conversations. At pedestrian crossings, even if there are no cars, people wait for the green light. Bowing is an essential part of Japanese etiquette and is often used as a sign of respect in different social settings. Tipping is not customary in Japan and could potentially confuse or embarrass service staff. Drinking alcohol outdoors is legally permitted and common during certain occasions like cherry blossom viewing. When entering a store, staff will greet you with an enthusiastic "Irashaimase," which means welcome. It's acceptable and normal to call out "Sumimasen!" excuse me, to get the attention of the wait staff at restaurants. Kawaii or cute culture is a thing in Japan, from clothing and accessories to product packaging. In Japan, dates are usually written in the year, month, day format, which may be unfamiliar for some, like it was for me when I missed out at a Pokemon cafe as a result of getting my day and my month switched. Chopsticks are commonly used for eating in Japan, with occasionally no options for Western style cutlery. For popular eateries, it's common to be on a wait list, so be prepared for a potential wait. Water is often served for free at restaurants as soon as you sit down. Plastic food replicas are displayed in restaurant windows to showcase their menu items, and they are very realistic and very useful. Members-only clubs and bars might make you think that they're not foreigner-friendly, but they're in fact members-only friendly. Tattoos are viewed with a certain stigma and may prevent you from entering onsens, hot springs and other public facilities. Solo dining is common and accepted, and many restaurants offer counter seats for individuals only. Cheese isn't as commonly consumed in Japan as you might expect, and the selection might differ significantly from other countries. Every town or city or attraction will have their own souvenir-style food or omiyage, often representing their local specialty, making it for great gifts, but at the same time, watch out for the expiry date. Red bean or anko flavor is popular in Japanese sweets and may be new to some as it was for me when I first went to Japan. Depachika are hidden in basements of department stores and are filled with a wide array of gourmet food stalls. Grape flavor in Japan often tastes different to European grape flavor anyway, and is quite prominent in Japan, different from the artificial grape flavor common in other countries. Rooms in city hotels can be smaller than expected, making efficient use of space, and most hotels have anti-fog mirrors, which are very useful if you want to shave. Traditional Japanese pillows often contain buckwheat hulls and provide a different sleeping experience. The ground floor is referred to as the first floor in Japan, which can cause some initial confusion. Special slippers are provided for use exclusively in the toilet, separate from indoor slippers. Izakayas or Japanese-style pubs can be quite loud and bustling with energy, especially in the evenings. Deodorants in Japan are not as effective as Western brands from other countries. Japanese toilets are often high-tech, featuring a variety of functions like bidets and even heat up your bum. In restaurants and bars, wet towels or oshibori are provided to clean your hands before dining. Konbinis or convenience stores offer an impressive variety of products and services. I didn't think I'd be paying them a visit as much as I did, and now I miss them. Shopping at designated stores can be tax-free for foreign tourists with the presentation of a passport, giving you an instant saving on those expensive electronics. Clothing and shoe sizes in Japan are generally smaller compared to Western sizes. Unlike what the media might want to portray, robots are more of a novelty than a staple in everyday life, though they can be found in certain sectors like hospitality. Japan is cheaper than I expected, with hotels and food actually being quite affordable, with a variety of options, making it easy to find something at your budget, especially outside of major cities. When visiting a cash machine, be aware that they commonly also close down along with the post office or the bank opening times, so getting cash out of konbini is your best bet. Wi-Fi is not as widely available in public areas as you might think, and although this is slowly improving, I recommend you rent pocket Wi-Fi or get a SIM card for reliable connectivity. Despite its busy city life, Japan can be remarkably quiet, especially in the evenings, although there are some areas that pump out advertisements that can get quite loud. Despite the high-tech image, Japan maintains a balance between modern and tradition, and not everything is as futuristic as one might expect. The sound of cicadas in summer is distinctive and can contribute to the ambience of the Japanese summer. Gardens and parks in Japan are on another level and usually meticulously maintained, often featuring traditional design elements and definitely worth a visit. Shrines can be found everywhere and are often commonly found across Japan, often tucked away in surprising locations from city corners to mountain paths. Public rubbish bins or trash cans are quite rare, so be prepared to take your trash with you, or at least until you find a konbini or get back to your hotel. Japan's large crows can be surprisingly intimidating and very clever to those not used to them. Vending machines are everywhere and sell a variety of goods, from drinks to snacks and even non-food items, but don't expect to find strange vending machines everywhere, with drink vending machines leading the way. It's mandatory for foreign visitors to carry the passport at all times. Convenient locker systems can be found everywhere, including umbrella lockers, which are available at many train stations and elsewhere. Tap water in Japan is safe to drink unless stated otherwise. There are more cable cars or ropeways than I expected, with Japan's love for ropeways being very evident and providing opportunities for checking out amazing views of the cities and other locations. At closing times, establishments often play Auld Lang Syne, the tune, as a reminder that customers need to leave. Whilst anime culture is big in Japan, it's not as prevalent in daily life as I expected it to be anyway. From incense at temples to the scent of traditional foods, smells can play a big part of your Japan experience. Tokyo's size is overwhelming. It's far bigger than I expected, with the city seemingly never-ending and unlike anything I have ever experienced. The 2,000 yen note while in circulation, is rarely used and often seen as a novelty or keepsake. Smoking rules can vary, with some hotel rooms allowing it and some public areas strictly forbidding it. Theme bars and restaurants are much more commonplace than I expected. Jazz music is often used as a form of background or elevator music and is commonly heard throughout Japan, through restaurants, coffee shops, hotels, pretty much anywhere. Origami, the art of paper folding, is a traditional craft in Japan, with the crane being one of the most iconic designs, and you'll see more of these than expected. People in cities are generally well dressed, showcasing a range of styles from trendy to professional. A daily chime or jingle can often be heard at around 5 p.m. in many areas, signifying the end of the workday. So, how many of these were you aware of? Did any of these catch you by surprise? I'd love to know some of the other things that caught your attention in the comment section. I'll be heading to Japan for a 6-week epic adventure, creating content and live streaming so that you can see what I get up to. So why not join Team Ninja Monkey and subscribe? It's only a click away and it's free. Anyway, I do hope that this has been an informative video that might have brought some insight for your future trips to Japan. And if you've watched this far, how about proving it by simply adding a Japan flag emoji to your comment, even if you have nothing to say. Thanks for watching. Till next time, stay positive and be a happy gaijin. Arigatou gozaimasu. Gracias. Thanks. Bye. I need you more.